Good evening. My name is Father Rayappa. I'm going to read paragraph number 158 from Laudato Si, Pope Francis's encyclical on ecology and environment. In the present condition of global society, where injustices abound and growing numbers of people are deprived of basic human rights and considered expendable, the principle of the common good immediately becomes logically and inevitably a summons to solidarity and a preferential option for the poorest of our brothers and sisters. This option entails recognizing the implications of the universal destination of the world's goods. But, as I mentioned in the apostolic exhortation Evangelii Gaudium, it demands, before all else, an appreciation of the immense dignity of the poor in the light of our deepest convictions as believers. We need only look around us to see that today this option is in fact an ethical imperative essential for effectively attaining the common good. Pope is writing and talking about poor. In fact, in Laudato Si, every page is talking about poor. Every page Pope Francis is focusing on the poor people. So, when he talks about common good, he sees deprivation of some parts of humanity is deprived of any goodness. And the common destination of goods only few people enjoy. The poor people never have the ability to have good stuff. So Pope Francis is simply telling that's not right. So poor should be included. Our focus should be on them. Actually, Pope Francis, quoting his previous encyclical, Evangelii Gaudium, he calls immense dignity. There is a dignity among the poor. And also he calls for the preferential option for the poor. This word is very much used in Catholic Church for the past 30 years. Preferential option for the poor. I mean, it comes from Jesus. Jesus came to the world to redeem the depressed, the suppressed, the poorest of the poor. So I think the church is following the same trajectory. And Evangelii Gaudium also talks about the preferential option for the poor. And Pope is simply telling, this option is in fact an ethical imperative, essential. So our own moral law calls for action. Our own ethics and our own righteousness, our own values call for this transition. And it is our duty to focus our attention on the poor people, and we need to bring them and we need to give them everything, whatever they need: housing, land, food, water, sustenance, everything, and dignity, equality, equity. So when we do that, I think then we have achieved common good. Laudato Si. Please read chapter 4, Integral Ecology, especially the principle of the common good, the subheading, the 4th chapter, and the paragraph number 158. If you have a hard copy, if you have a soft copy downloaded into your computer, please take it and read it, and I think you'll be able to understand much better. Thank you. God bless.